Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, come on in here and talk to me. Sit on down and relax your body.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you about the perfect week and how God keeps blessing me.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. No matter what you're going through, let's chat. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Girl, you know I'm here for you. Let's chat.
Hey guys, welcome back to yet another video. I am your girl, Miss Leda, and today I am going to be making some dirty rice. Now, I can make dirty rice from scratch, but however, I'm going to show you how to just simply add in some extra ingredients instead of just doing what the Lnda package says. And this is what I would do if I had some boil rice for my dirty rice, but I don't, so I'm going to use the packet. I am going to simply brown my ground beef meat. I'm going to cut up some bell peppers and onions. I normally have a red bell pepper on hand. I have not grabbed the red bell peppers. I don't know why. I keep forgetting. I am going to add some Worcestershire sauce, the W sauce, okay, into this, and I will show you guys what it looks like once everything is done. Okay, so hold on here. Okay, I've simply added my ground beef meat to the skillet. Now I'm going to cut up my bell peppers and onions and get them ready for the skillet once this meat is brown. Okay, so this is my cutting board. The W sauce, I'm only going to use 1/4 cup of the W sauce. I am simply going to cut up my bell pepper and onion and go ahead and get it ready for the skillet. Okay, let me throw this away. Give me 1 second. Now, I prefer to use fresh garlic when making dirty rice, but we got minced garlic. We're going to work with what we got and keep it moving. I have already washed my bell pepper. I'm just dicing it a little bit. Now, if you wanted to make dirty rice on your own, you can use parboiled rice, or you can use regular white rice, and you just want to brown the rice a little bit with the grease or whatever from the meat. But it doesn't take long to put together, and you can add in the seasonings you want. I always just try to make things a little easier when it comes to the seasonings, and that's about it. Y'all forgive me, I'm just, like I say, I'm browning my meat. I'm cutting that all down because I don't want it to cook too fast, because I want to saute my veggies with the meat to make it a little fragrant. Now, some people use ground beef meat, some people use Italian sausage, some people use both. I have seen people use freshly ground livers and gizzard meat. Ugh, I don't mess with that. I'm sorry. That's just not something that I want to eat at all. But I have seen it on Charlie. He is a cook out of Louisiana, and he does it. I just try to give you the most simple and easiest recipes possible, because your girl hates cooking for a long period of time frame. And the reason being is because, like I've told you guys over and over again, I have nerve damage on my right side, and so it just makes it easier for me. The easier, the better. And then when it comes to the packets and the seasoning, I don't have any problems with eyeballing it. I really have to make the determination if it's too salty or anything like that, which is why I normally just get the packets. I'm not the world's greatest at eyeballing it, but I do okay. That's all I can tell you, is I do okay when it comes to eyeballing it. Now let me cut the tip of this off, and then let me cut the bottom of this off. Okay. And let me peel this real quick and get that W sauce off my thing. I say I'm only offering quick ideas for moms who work. It is some things that I definitely like to make from scratch, and some things that I don't. Like, I love to make my desserts from scratch, but I have seen a couple of ideas in regards to making cobbler using some items, and so I'm definitely going to try that. I'm going to do an apple cobbler next for you guys, and so I want you to see how that comes out. But let me cut up this onion. I think after we make the cobbler, the next thing we'll probably make is some chicken and dumplings, and then go from there. Now, even though I use onions in almost every dish, as Miss Bree Ewing will say, onions are really not really good for you because they are a carbohydrate. And so it becomes a stored sugar within the body. So you don't want to use a lot of onions because of that. But it just seems like that's my go-to. Now, when you're making dirty rice, you are supposed to use at least one stem of celery. I'm not a huge fan of celery, but you know, that is the combo that you actually need for your dirty rice, is celery. I'm not using it. I don't want the celery in there. I just don't like celery like that. Now I have some celery seasoning. I'll put a little bit of that in there. I just don't want the celery. Y'all can laugh at me, but even at Thanksgiving time, if it's not chopped up real fine, I don't mess with the celery and the dressing. Which is weird because when I get the chicken salad from Sam's, it always has celery in it, and it's not little chunks of celery. It's big, but I love their chicken salad. think even more so the reason why I do these packages is because there was a couple of people who had teased this one young lady on YouTube. She, you know, she was young. She was like 19 years of age, and she was extremely happy that she was making, I think it was jambalaya, but, you know, she added her own little twist to it, and they dogged her for using the package. I don't care. I'm going to make my life easier. You can say what you want to say. It don't bother me. I watch Cooking and Grilling with AB. He uses the Xanaran's pack at times. You know, not all the time, but he does use it. And that's Grilling and Cooking with AB. So. I love watching Grilling and Cooking with AB. Let me add some garlic to this. Give me one moment. Oh, this is what my dish is looking like so far. I just have bell peppers and onions in there with some garlic. And I add a little bit of celery seasoning to the dish. I'm going to go ahead and let this cook so that way my veggies can get all nice and tender, and then I will add in my rice so I can brown it for about 2 minutes, and then I will go ahead and cover it and let it finish cooking. Okay, so this is what my dish is looking like so far. This is we're going to add in my rice and let it brown a little bit, and then I will drain some of this grease off. So give me just a moment. Okay, so I just added my rice and my seasoning in here. I'm just going to break it up, and I'm going to brown it for about a good 2 minutes, and then I will add in my water and everything. So I'll let you guys see what it looks like after 2 minutes. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far with the rice in there and the seasoning. I do have this on a little lower than medium, but you know, I really love these pans and skillets that my auntie got me, and it just helps with the heat and everything. So I'm going to let this go ahead and continue on, and then I will go ahead and add my water and let it cook for a good 30 minutes, and we'll be done. So I simply just added 2.5 cups of water to the dish. Now I am going to let it cook for a good 30 minutes, checking it and making sure to stir it so that way it doesn't stick. But that is it, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all finished. So this is what my dirty rice is looking like so far. It has been cooking probably for about a good 15 minutes. I'm going to give it a little while longer to get some of this juice down, and then I will show you guys what it looks like all finished. Okay, so this is what my dirty rice looks like all done. You can pair this with some fried chicken or some grilled chicken and a salad and call it a day. Voila magic. It's normally 30 minutes altogether to cook it, because you gotta brown your ground beef meat, saute your veggies, and then add in your seasoning. Just kind of wait for your rice to cook down and to get the flavor of the seasonings, the Cajun seasonings. But that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this really quick meal idea. Next up, I will be making a dump cake.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, come on in here and talk to me. Sit on down and relax your tired feet.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me.